What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Scoop Trading channel. Um, yeah, so we pretty much had a quite wild week. Last week was really wild. But we're just gonna dive into a catch up on the dollar index, NASDAQ, US100, which is NASDAQ, and the Dow Jones US30, and I think maybe. Well, Bitcoin hasn't been moving correctly as but we'll dive into it and see on what we can really just pick up because I'm not seeing any form of like really decent pattern structure that I can be able to like play around with to see on how things are going about. But nonetheless, um, as we what we're looking at currently right now is dollar index. If we just zoom out on the just quickly on the monthly as is. From the previous video though, where I did explain and I've shown you I think the past 2 or 3 videos, just analyzing the dollar index, we could potentially be seeing a push to the upside. So as is, this is the channel that's actually kind of just like playing about as is. So we are expecting just a final push to the upside, which is kind of just like one continue to see 11552 117.552. So we're just going to zoom in on the daily. Just read this. So as you can see, price is actually just hovering around the support level on the monthly um channel that we just saw currently right now. There was a downtrend within the daily time frame as looking as is from the previous video that I actually shared, where price was actually pushing down, and we saw kind of just a bit of like a retest on this resistant level of the channel as is. So when we do zoom in on the 4 hour, we are kind of just seeing as is that price kind of just retested this monthly uh level, which is around 98.508. So we could potentially kind of just be seeing, I think we see it a little bit much more better on the daily time frame. So we could potentially be seeing a kind of just a little bit of a breakthrough pushing straight to the upside and going to 101.0 44. So we'll just keep an eye on that based on how things are actually playing about. So we're going to possibly see kind of a bit of a dollar strength within the markets moving forward. And then let's start with mm, NASDAQ. So NASDAQ, as you guys can see, is on the 1 hour. It is pushing to the downside, as is I think last week we were kind of just like hovering with on this level actually as it's on Monday. So I was expecting kind of just like head and shoulders within this level here. I'm just gonna take out my head and shoulders. This one around here. The left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and I expected a bit of a drop here. I did take a sell position right there, but I actually secured my profits. So price actually kind of just boomed out and shot to the upside, which was okay because I think there was earnings as well too last week, which came out really positive for Tesla and Google. I think, yeah, Google and Tesla as well too. So these three candlesticks were kind of just, of course, that as you can see based on the time as well too. So yeah, price continued spiking up. So what we are seeing, if I just actually map out these levels, so you guys can be able to see what I am visualizing currently right now. So these are kind of just like the current levels that I'm actually going to be looking at. As you can see, we are in a bullish trend. As you can see, yeah, yeah, breaking this. So we're gonna actually be breaking retesting around here. And then we are going to see kind of just like a retest within this level and a push straight to the upside as is for the rest of the week. So we could possibly be expecting maybe um yeah 23,600 to continuation to the upside. So we'll see how things actually are playing about. We did open with a gap. Reason being is that also Trump has actually kind of just secured a really good deal with the EU. So it's really looking positive for the dollar index overall as is. So we'll see on how things actually do play out and manifest moving forward. And then NASDAQ actually has been actually just respecting structure of recent. So it's really good. Now, also as well too with my favorite, which has been my favorite for like the past maybe few months or so. US30 really been moving amazing. It's been moving really good. So I am on a buy position right here. I entered on this buy based on there was kind of just a triangular position, which kept retesting this level as it's pushing to the upside. We opened with a gap, and then obviously we um we were reaching around 45,000, which I did say last week that it could be a possibility that we could reach 45,000 sooner. I did mention also as well to in the free community group on WhatsApp. It's in the link as well too if you want to join. And I do share updated chart work on there as well too, just like showing in possible positions that I could be entering. So, but nonetheless, um, this position's obviously stuck within break even. I have not entered in. This was a potential position that I am actually going to be looking forward to in entering, but I am going to enter it at a specific time because I usually do trade within certain sessions within volatility. So obviously within the New York session, I'll be waiting for that to actually creep in. And if prices hovering and playing around within this 44.956 level, then we can potentially see push straight to the upside going to maybe 45,000 um 600 within maybe this week or next week we'll possibly see because we do have really strong fundamentals coming in. Visa earnings are coming out, Starbucks, um I think Ford as well to Apple, Amazon, and yeah, I think those are the five that I'm actually looking forward to seeing. So this week and as well too with NFP. NFP is on Friday as well. So we could potentially see some actually real heavy volatile moves within the markets this week. So it's going to be really good week overall, I think, as is. And then Bitcoin. Now, yeah, Bitcoin has been just like moving really weird. So I've been actually just taking a break and just like looking at it from afar. I thought that obviously this was going to be a pattern structure and actually price coming to retesting based on all these specs that were rejecting and then pushing to the upside, but it didn't, it's dropped. So yeah, I think just Bitcoin is just in a really tight spot, if I were to say, if I were just to lead. Is ranging in between this level and possibly here as well too, because we're seeing a lot of rejection around this level as is. So we'll see on how things actually play about. I am what could potentially happen because I am currently kind of just seeing a bit of a pattern form now that I'm mapping out this level right here. Is that what is it doing now? Is that then maybe a retest at this low. So yeah, for those of you that are kind of just familiar with certain patterns as you will kind of recognize what I am actually showing right now. So yeah, we'll see on how things actually play out with Bitcoin. But yeah, it's been holding really strong, ranging in between 116,000 and just like just below 120,000. So, but yeah, we'll see on how things actually go about. As I did mention, we are going to be getting earnings coming out soon. So yeah, PayPal, as I mentioned Visa, Starbucks, PayPal, UPS, Spotify, um, oh yeah, Microsoft as well too. Microsoft, Meta, Ford, Apple, Amazon, uh, Mastercard as well, which is big. And yeah, I think those are pretty much the ones that I've listed out that are going to be very much so significant in finding and seeing how things actually do move within the markets overall as is. But nonetheless, do follow our Instagram page. I will be uploading kind of just a bit of a fundamental update on how things are looking in the US and in terms of tariff um, trade deals. So keep an eye on that. But yeah, I hope this has been informative. Please do like, share, subscribe, and comment below. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.